Today, we will talk about personal and professional qualities that define an effective nurse. These qualities shape not only what we do in the clinical setting, but who we are when caring for patients. By the end of our discussion, the student should be able to differentiate the personal qualities from professional qualities required in nursing, recognizing how each contributes differently to your growth and confidence. You should also be able to explain how these qualities influence the way nurses deliver safe, compassionate, and high quality care. Understanding these characteristics will help you reflect on your own strengths and identify areas for development as future members of the nursing profession. Let's begin with personal qualities. These are traits that reflect our character, how we interact, how we respond to challenges, and how we relate to others. Personal qualities cannot be faked for long, for they show through in everything that we do. First on our list is empathy. Empathy means understanding what a patient feels and responding with compassion. For example, imagine a patient who is anxious before a procedure. Sitting beside them, acknowledging their fear and reassuring them, that's empathy in action. Next, you have honesty. Patients trust nurses deeply. Honesty builds the trust. If you make a mistake or miss a step in a procedure, the honest response is to report it immediately, not hide it. Honesty protects the patient and strengthens your integrity. Self-awareness. This means knowing your strengths and limitations. For instance, if you feel overwhelmed during a busy shift, recognizing that and asking for support prevents errors and protects patient safety. Flexibility. Nursing changes every minute. Patients deteriorate, assignments shift, emergencies happen. Being flexible might mean being reassigned from the ward to the emergency room and adapting quickly to the new workflow. High physical stamina. Nurses often walk kilometers in one shift, lift patients, and remain alert for long hours. This job demands both physical and mental endurance. Finding humor in little things. Healthcare can be emotionally heavy. Laughing with colleagues about small, harmless moments helps relieve stress and keeps the morale healthy. Confidence. Confidence is not arrogance. It's assurance that comes from preparation. When you explain a procedure to a patient and your voice sounds steady, they feel safer because you sound competent. Good interpersonal skills. This build trust with patients and teamwork with colleagues. For example, forming rapport with a difficult patient by listening patiently shows through interpersonal skills. Responsibility. This means being accountable for your actions. This includes double checking medications before administration or ensuring documentation is complete and accurate. And of course, willingness to learn. Nursing evolves constantly. A nurse who is willing to learn enthusiastically asks questions, reviews new guidelines, and seek opportunities to improve themselves. A nurse's personal qualities greatly influence how patients perceive them and how effectively they perform their role. Two important components of personal qualities are personal appearance and charm, both of which contribute to professionalism, trust, and therapeutic relationships. First on the list, we have personal appearance. Under that, you have their posture. Good posture reflects confidence, professionalism, and readiness to work. Like, for example, standing upright when communicating with a patient shows attentiveness and respect. Next, you have grooming. Proper grooming ensures that nurses are clean, neat, and approachable. Very important in maintaining patient trust and infection control. Like, say, for example, maintaining trimmed nails and avoiding excessive perfume to ensure comfort and safety for your patient, or like keeping the hair tied back to prevent contamination during procedures. Next, you have dress and uniform. A clean and well-fitted uniform reflects discipline and helps patients easily identify who among them are healthcare staff. Wearing the prescribed uniform, the nameplate, and appropriate footwear during duty is essential. Next, you have charm. In nursing, charm refers to one's interpersonal qualities, how effectively and warmly they relate with patients and colleagues. Under this, we have voice. A nurse's tone and clarity can calm or reassure patients, especially those who are anxious or in pain. Like, for example, speaking in a soft, steady voice when explaining a procedure to a child. Next, you have manners. Polite and respectful behavior strengthens trust and promotes a healing environment. One good example is like greeting patients with "Good morning, how are you feeling today?" or saying "Excuse me" before entering the patient's room. And lastly, you have intelligence. This refers not just to academic ability, but the ability to apply knowledge wisely in real situations, like noticing subtle changes in a patient's condition and reporting them promptly, or like adjusting patient education based on your patient's comprehension level. You see, this personal appearance and charm are more than just superficial qualities. They directly influence patient comfort, trust, and safety by maintaining a professional appearance and demonstrating warmth, respect, and sound judgment. Nurses create a positive, therapeutic environment and uphold the dignity of the profession. Now, let's move to professional qualities. These are competencies built through nursing education, training, and real clinical experience. These skills help us apply our knowledge correctly and safely. This includes, number one, you have good communication skills. Nurses communicate with patients' families, doctors, and colleagues. For example, during shift change, a clear and organized endorsement ensures continuity of care. Next, you have problem-solving skills. Problem-solving skills involves being able to identify a problem and provide solutions to such. Nurses solve problems every single day. Like if an IV line stops dripping, you troubleshoot. You check the tubing, the insertion site, and the fluid bag before escalating the issue. Okay, next you have critical thinking skills. Critical thinking skills means looking beyond obvious signs and making sound clinical judgment. Like if a patient's blood pressure suddenly drops, critical thinking prompts you to assess immediately and look for possible indications of internal bleeding. Okay. Next, you have attention to details. Attention to details because in nursing, tiny details can save lives. You might notice a slight change in breathing pattern or skin color, signs that require immediate attention. Next, you have advocacy. Nurses advocate for patients who may feel unheard. If a patient doesn't fully understand a treatment plan, you speak up and request for further clarification for them to understand. Leadership. Every nurse is a leader, even without the title. Because leadership means guiding others during procedures, delegating appropriately, or taking initiative during emergencies. And of course, time management. Time management helps you prioritize tasks so everything gets done safely and on schedule. Like say for example, planning your shift so medications, wound care, documentations, and patient teachings are completed efficiently. To determine whether our learning objectives have been achieved, let us have a brief knowledge check. A nurse notices subtle changes in a patient's breathing pattern and reports immediately. Which professional quality is demonstrated? A. Advocacy. B. Attention to details. C. Problem-solving skills. Or D. Communication skills. You may pause the video so you can obtain and discriminate the options to obtain the answer. Okay, option A, advocacy involves protecting a patient's rights, clarifying information, and speaking in behalf of the patient. In this scenario, the nurse is observing and detecting physical changes, not advocating for patient's rights or decisions. So we can eliminate option A. Option D, attention to detail is a key professional quality that enables nurses to detect early signs of deterioration, observe subtle but significant changes in patient conditions, and prevent complication by responding promptly. Okay. In the scenario, the nurse's careful observation and timely reporting reflects the precision expected from a professional who pays attention to details. So I'd like to keep that option. Next, you have problem solving. This refers to analyzing a situation, identifying a correct course of action, and making decisions to resolve issues. While the nurse reports breathing changes, the scenario emphasizes observing details, not generating or implementing a solution. So we can have that eliminated. And then letter D, communication. It involves clear, effective, or verbal written exchange of information with patients in the healthcare team. All the reporting changes require communication. The key action in the scenario is the nurse's ability to detect subtle signs, not the act of communicating them. So you can eliminate that. And that leaves us with the answer, letter B, attention to details. The module or the discussion earlier pays attention to details as a professional quality, particularly important in detecting subtle patient changes. Next, critical thinking allows the nurse to analyze information, consider alternatives, and make sound clinical judgment. Is it A, true, or B, false? Okay. The answer here is true. Critical thinking is essential for safe, accurate judgment in patient care. In nursing, who we are is just as important as what we know. Our personal qualities such as empathy, integrity shape the way we connect with patients, while professional qualities like critical thinking, communication, and leadership ensures that care we provide is safe, competent, and effective. As future nurses, developing this quality will not only strengthen your practice, but also define the kind of nurse you become.